Hello, everybody, and welcome to a review of 2.5 Dimensional Seduction, Episode 18. Now, last week was a cliffhanger among cliffhangers in 2.5 with Aria. This whole thing was Aria's arc, leading to finding out more about her family and her mom, her mom and dad and everything. Last week was a cliffhanger among cliffhangers, where the mom coming out in the back saying, "Oh, father died years ago," and it's kind of like, I don't want to believe it and believe it. Like last week was like two crosshairs. One, you want to believe it. One, I didn't believe it. You want to believe it, one, you didn't. And I'm looking at this, I'm like, yo, what a cliffhanger. Now I am curious. Now we're going to this week's episode. And I just finished it. And I got to tell you, wow. Just wow. I didn't even see this coming. I didn't even, like this episode brought out the emotions in me. Like, this was absolutely the emotion of all emotions. Certainly so, I had to sit down and glued by this. I had to watch it twice to see what's really happening and just to clarify it. Now, this is one of those episodes and shows that you see it all the time where there's one main thing that is going to have a huge misunderstanding. In this episode, we have got it. So without further ado, let's get right to it with 2.5 Dimensional Seduction Episode 18 review. Okay, so kick things off with Aria's crying, all because of her father's death. Take a moment when I said death, quote unquote, about her father dying. And it was sad because you do not want to see a character cry. Now, I want to say this now before you say something wrong or mean when I'm going to say this. If a character cries, I have emotions. Let me say this, I have emotions. I feel bad for the character. I feel bad for the character. If a character cries, I feel so bad for that person, he or she. Because those are real tears. Tears of emotions, tears of sadness. Those tears are very sad, like you feel it. But then there's those fake ass tears. They want to fake their tears just to get y'all attention. Those are the fake ass tears. Those fake crocodile tears just to get everyone's attention. Those are the fake criers. The fake crybabies. Those are the fakers. So I'm just letting you know. So when Aria crying in the beginning of the show, everyone hugged her. I wish we all had, like, we're here for you. We support you 100%. Like that is the moment. Okay, now we dive in and we see the mom for the first time because we saw, well, technically the first time seeing this side of the face. The back last week was so on the back side. Now we're seeing the front side. You know what I mean? We get to see her. And you know what? I got to tell you this. I don't blame the mom. I don't blame Aria's mom for this. It's just, you got to have a good reason why you divorce the guy. And it all makes sense. It all makes sense. She divorced him because he ain't happy. He lost his passion and his drive. And they still communicating on a regular basis, not every day, but at least they communicating. She left him for him to be happy. So it's a good deal. He lost his drive of drawing mangas. He lost his drive of not going well. People say his manga sucks, but it doesn't suck, and I'm gonna get to that later. But people, he loves making manga and he loves the art. So because of that, she left him because he just lost his drive, his passion for manga or whatnot. So, and they were arguing with financial issues. Okay, that's that. So she left him, but want him to be happy. And that's great. That's great. Now, here's the thing about Aria's father. Not only he's alive, but leave it to the MC. This is why I love the MC. When it comes to his knowledge of mangas, he understood carefully, like, wait a minute, you see this? The difference in the ears. I'm dead ass. I've never met anyone or seen anyone who could tell the difference between this and that just based off the ears. Literally just based off the ears. Like, if one ear is oval and then one ear is round, you'd be like, that's not his work. Like, can that even possible in real life? Like, can you actually find that? Like, it's like reading a manga that you love, and then you read another manga, you're like, See, look, same person, different. So anyway, we find out not only the father is alive, but he also been working on the Lily side story. That's how he could tell by the difference of the ears. You see, when the original creator of Lily did it, the manga creator of Lily did it, he put a lot of work on that. Aria's father said his manga was trash because the details and everything was relatable to the manga. So it was kind of like a copy paste vibe. So that's why that's why he's saying it was garbage. But he was his apprentice. So you could tell by the artwork this is different. And then we found out that not only he's alive, but also he is the Lily's side story manga creator. Like he creates the side stories of Lily. And seeing him, bush hair and the glass, he's still the same. He still has that fan letter. That one fan letter that the MC wrote 10 years ago, he still got it. He still got it. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I always want to write I've always want to write a fan letter to a manga artist, to my famous manga artist Kishimoto Oda. Like I really wanted to do that. That's been my my bucket list. I still have a bucket list, by the way. I have a bucket list where I want to write a fan letter to Kishimoto and Oda. I'm not even joking. But for the manga artist, for Aria's father to keep that letter, it's what got him still drawing manga. He's not trash. He got two fans, the MC and he got Aria. Talk about fate. It's like Lily, just by watching this, I realized something. Lily is, the character Lily is the vocal point of what brings everyone together. Yeah, cosplay is good. It's really great. Cosplay brings the confidence to you. It brings the energy. And also one character that you love can also draw out everybody in it. It's like I love Naruto. My favorite character is Naruto, Itachi. Those are my top two guys. But my point is that one character of your favorite series or manga brings out everybody. And it's like fate. It's like that chain reaction is fate. It's there. It's actually there. That's why I'm looking at it and I'm like, wow. It's fate. Now, mind you, the biggest convention is, by the way, I like to say this earlier, misunderstanding. Talk about a 1,000,000% understanding and a 1,000,000% subtext. It was all misunderstanding. The mom was talking about another friend of hers that died, talking about a father died years ago. That was a misunderstanding because he was in debt and all that stuff. So that was a completely misunderstanding, completely out of subtext. I got fooled. That was a good troll BS move, right? That was good. I like that. Now, let's not forget the comiket, the biggest convention of all time. The biggest convention like the Super Bowl, the World Series, the NBA Finals, WrestleFreaking-Mania. That's what this is. The biggest convention like Anime Expo, Anime NYC, SakuraCon, Anime Boston. I could go on those conventions. That's what this convention is all about. The biggest, it's like Super Bowl. You gotta get there. Although I've never been to one of those in Japan, the comiket, but I actually want to go one day just to get the vibe of it. I know it's gonna be hot up there. I know that. But now they're gonna be dressing up as the Lily Defense Squad. I call them the Lily Defense Squad. Make it simple. Now, how do they draw attention? Well, let's be honest. Let's look at the cast. You got two girls, Ririsa and Nona, who are ranked 4 and 5 of the best cosplayers in the world. You got a rookie cosplayer, and you got a fashion, and you got a model. We don't give Mikari credit. We don't give her credit. Yeah, she may be the outside, but in the inside, she's a good character. Remember, when you have a friend who's a model, she could bring the crowd. She could actually bring people in. So what she did is, hey, I'm going to be in an interview. I'm going to talk about this. And that's what she did. In order to draw attention and in order to explain her cosplaying, that's what she did. She literally got on TV and said, I got into cosplaying I'm gonna try cosplaying, and I'm gonna dressing up as one of the Ladies Defense Squads in this convention, and that drawed out attention. That literally, it's like if you're a fan of her work, and you want to see her cosplaying, and you want to go see her, this is the time to do so. And she literally brought all the viewers to like, okay, now I gotta go see this. Now, after Aria's arc is done and finished, and she looked good in her cosplay, all 4 of them are ready to go. All 4 of them are ready to go. They're ready to go. And I like that part when they're in the train with those 2 guys. But still, overall though, this now is the biggest event of all time. The biggest event of all. And I got a feeling that the father, Aria's father, is going to be there. The father is going to be there. I got a gut feeling that's going to happen. Because it opens up to her father, because he now sees like there's people liking this show. There's people who admire Lily. And because of that, he's going to be there. I know he's going to be there, but I know he's going to be there. I just hope so. But overall, this was a great episode. Yeah, this was a misunderstanding. This was a misunderstanding. But it did show us more of Aria's father, more about her father and her mother, into more like break it down to a point like how did it all happen. But now it all makes sense. It was a misunderstanding. It was completely out of subtext. They both have reasons for their divorce and all that. And this big convention that's happening, this is going to be the greatest one. So I look forward for next week's episode of it, and I'm sure you will.